Welcome to YouTube Tuesday, session 27 with me, Jessica Brigden of Jess B, Creative Cardiology. Welcome, so glad that you are here. Hope you are having a fabulous Tuesday afternoon. It's a little chilly, so I got my sweater on and trying to stay warm and cozy here in the house, doing some stamping today. So I wanted to make sure and use the fun Life is Beautiful stamp set. This is one of my favorite stamp sets, and unfortunately it is retiring from the seasonal mini catalog here this month, so it's just while supplies last. I love this set and really haven't used it enough, so I knew that's what I wanted to play with today. And then as I was getting dressed and getting ready, hey Luann, how are you? I don't know if you can see, my stool's making noise, but I pulled out this long sweater. It's kind of an overcoat. And it's got this kind of unique color combination. So we've got some black, some kind of royal blue, kind of like a navy Pacific point. It's got this tealy color in it, so perhaps so Coastal Cabana. Hey Karen, welcome. So I thought, well, why not try to use this color combination with our Life is Beautiful set. Hey Susan, oh, it's sunny and warm in Florida. I wish. Hey Philomena. But no, it's been a pretty good week. We've been having little snow flurries on and off the last couple days, and I think we might get a little bit of a storm. We're on the very edge of that storm that's coming from the south, coming up from the southeast. Hey Deborah and Maryland. Hey Kathy and Diana. Welcome, welcome everybody. So yes, so we are playing with Life is Beautiful and pulling the color combination from my sweater here. Hi Ineka from the Netherlands, welcome. So I'm going to flip the camera, lots of fun things going on. I am going to pull in a little bit of the Plaid Tidings Designer Series paper. We're nearing the end of the catalog cycle and we got to say goodbye to this too. Best paper pack ever. And hopefully we'll pull in some fun embellishments too. We'll see how the cards go. I've pulled in our iridescent pearls because those are always fun. I thought maybe they would do a little reflection of the blues and the purples, but I've also got some rhinestones. So I don't really have a plan, and we're just gonna see how this all comes together. Oh, Susan says this is her favorite stamp set too. Awesome. And ooh, Karen out in Montana has several inches of snow, but it'll melt soon. Yes, I think we are going to get several inches of snow here soon. It's predicted to come in tomorrow evening. Okay, so it looks like we've got this all lit up. Hopefully we can see everything. Okay, we're good there. All right, so I do have my host code here for the month of December. If you're still doing some shopping, it's not too late to get some of these retiring items. My host code is SCNXNWGQ. Of course, I'll put all the details down in the comments below as well. So the Life is Beautiful stamp set, that is found here in the seasonal mini catalog on page 51. That is going away. I'm so sad. Pulling in some Plaid Tidings. This is also leaving, and it's been so popular. With it is part though. And then I thought too, maybe we'd pull in some of these iridescent pearls. I just have to remember which. Yes, the next page here on page 53, the iridescent pearls are on sale half price, so you can get the full sheet for $3.75. Okay, so let me show you this color combination I've pulled in. So I did pull in some navy because really you could go either way with this sweater. I do believe it's black, but navy also works. So I pulled in navy, black, Pacific Point. I went a little lighter, so we don't quite have this particular shade of teal. It's more of like a tempting turquoise, if you guys remember that one from the past. So I pulled in my favorite Coastal Cabana, and then I thought this went really great. I've got the Mary Merlot. Oh, good. Aneka says she loves my color combination. Good. Well, I'm excited. So I thought this was kind of unusual to pair these together, but I thought it'd be fun to see how it goes. All right, so for the first card, I thought, well, let's go a little more traditional. We'll pull in Mary Merlot as our card base. So this is a half sheet, 5 and a favorite. Yes, I loved that. Thankfully, Pretty Peacock is similar. It's not definitely not the same, but it is very similar, and I love that color too. All right, so I think for this one, we're going to go with the Mary Merlot and the black. So I've cut a layer of basic black, 1/4 of an inch smaller, so 4 by 5 1/4. Luann remembers Tempting Turquoise. She says it retired the year she joined Stampin' Up. Yes, I loved that color. That was one of the original bold, bright colors, Tempting Turquoise. But, well, I missed that one. I'm not missing colors like Yo-Yo Yellow and Only Orange. Those were not my favorite. But I did like the Tempting Turquoise and the Brilliant Blue. That was a true royal blue. I do miss those. But who knows? I mean, Stampin' Up! has done color changes. They usually kind of mix things up every 6 years or so. And they've brought back some of our previous in colors. And now they're part of our core collection. So you never know what can happen. All right, so I needed a background. I wanted some kind of pattern or element here. And then I noticed this black and white check. This is not person and definitely not usually into black and white, but I thought, wow, this actually, it kind of neutralized the contrast of the Mary Merlot and the basic black. So let's go ahead. We'll put this as a background. Again, 1/4 of an inch smaller. So this is 3.75 by 5. Luann's still going on about the Tempting Turquoise. Oh, Abby still has some in her stash. Yes, I'm not sure. I think I have a beachy scrapbook that I started years ago that I did in those colors. So I think I do have a little bit left somewhere. I try to keep a few extra pages of sheets of cards I use in my scrapbooks in case I ever actually go back to finish them. But you guys don't know what that's like, right? To have all these unfinished projects. All right, so I'm liking this so far. I thought rather than stamp the entire tree, that maybe I would do a little bit of spotlighting and just stamp a portion of it. So I've pulled out you guys know how I love my stitched shapes, dies, circles, ovals, and squares. So I used the largest and the next one. So I've cut a circle of Mary Merlot. That's the largest one. But I thought I would do a little spotlighting here as a layer, perhaps bring in some of the branches. I'll just place it here to kind of see where I might want it to go. So bring in some of the branches so we can still tell it's like a tree. And then leave room for the sentiment, which I thought maybe I would use Thinking of You. Hi, Susan from Canada. Oh, Aneka says she has at least 3 unfinished scrapbooks. Yeah, at least. My goodness. Oh, yep. Someday I'll get back and finish some. I do love it though. All right, so let's pull in, because this is a large photopolymer stamp, I definitely want to have some cushion under here. So let's bring in our Stampin' mat here and I'm going to bring in my scrap piece of cardboard. You can tell I've been playing with doilies. I've been checking out my new blending brushes. I'm going to save that for another video, but you can see the highlights there. All right, and let's stamp our tree. Let's go ahead. Let's stamp it in black. I know that's a little crazy, but if we do black, then we can do leaves or snowflakes or some kind of sparkles. We've got some options here. We can do those in one of the blues. And then our sentiment in a nice big bright color too. So let's just go ahead. I don't need to ink up the whole thing because I just want the portion here that we're gonna spotlight. Oh, yep, Luann says, what, finish something in her craft room? Yeah, she says the chaos would make your head spin. Well, I think we're all in a similar boat. It's just, it's not a mess. It's just creativity at work. There we go. We'll go with that. All right, so let's see how we did here. All right, I kind of like that. It's cool, a little bit abstract. And then, you know, I had pulled out the little snowflake image. Let's try this. Let's do our snowflakes. I'm gonna like pull in all the colors here. We'll do our snowflakes in Coastal Cabana. Let me know what you think. Coastal Cabana for the snowflakes. And then we'll do our greeting in Pacific Point. What do you think about that? So with this, we can just kind of stamp it all around. That's kind of fun. A little bit eclectic there. I like that. Okay. And now we'll do our greeting here with some Pacific Point. Nice bright blue. All right, make sure I've got my tree growing in the right direction. I like that. All right. It's kind of fun coming together. Let's mount that on our Mary Merlot backing then. Just give it a little extra oomph. Tape that back where it's supposed to be. All right. So I do like that. Let's pull in some dimensionals. We've got my basic black dimensionals here today. I actually, can you believe it? I ran out of the full size white dimensionals, but that's okay. These are the same size, and this is a dark card, so it's not like you're gonna see through them or anything. So I think that works. All right, just checking Johnny here. All right, so let's, looks like, I feel like it's just kind of floating a little bit much. So I'm thinking perhaps I had some scrap pieces cut here somewhere that we could use to perhaps just kind of stabilize it, more of a focal point. Boy, where in the world? I had a little white strip too. Don't know where it went. Well, I guess I will have to trim one out. So I've got, I save all my scraps. So you guys, oh, it's buffering. I'm sorry. I'm not sure why it's doing that. I haven't moved. All right, well, let's hope it gets better. Okay, so I'm going to cut this, it's 0.75, and I'm going to cut it the same width, so 3.75. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's buffering, if it's my internet or not. I need to cut the black down just a little smidge. I think I cut that to 4 inches and I want 3.75. So cut that just a little bit. And let's tape these on here just to create a little bit of, just to stabilize it, to hold it where we want it. So this is gonna go right across the front, and then we'll do this little strip of black. This strip is 1/2 inch by 3 3/4, and let's just overlap them. So I'm not using any ribbon here. That is very rare for me. I usually use all kinds of ribbon, but I like that, I think. Let's go ahead and put this on here. Okay. And we'll center this. So I'm gonna make sure I've got equal distance on the left, at the top, and then on the right. So that way you know it's in the center. All right, so I think that looks nice. Let's try, well, let's put a few pearls on there, a few of these iridescent pearls. You can always, it's pretty plain a little bit, so maybe we'll just kind of jazz it up. We'll just kind of maybe put one over here and then one down here too. So just very understated and simple, but I think it's pretty. Oh, yeah. So I'm so sorry, you guys, if it's buffering a little bit. I'm not sure why. I'm in the same place that I usually film my videos, but with all these storms coming in, who knows? Hey, Jody. She says yes. Works for a mask. That's exciting. Again, and this was the color inspiration here. All right, so let's try another one. We'll just go with a more traditional use of our tree here. So we'll just put this up here on the side. Thank you, guys. And this time I thought, well, let's go bright. Let's do Pacific Point as our card base. So again, we've got 5.5 by 8.5. And oops, I'm dropping my blocks, and it's one of those messy desk, I don't want to say days, because my husband's been asking when I'm going to clean. But you know, I've got swap cards for new product I'm working on, and these projects, and we had team night last night on Zoom, so I had all of that stuff out. So one of these days it'll get cleaned up. And he bought me this fancy new Wi-Fi booster to put in my craft room at the back of the house. So maybe let's make that my goal. First of the year, I might actually be able to film in my craft room. Wouldn't that be fancy? All right, so we've got Pacific Point. This time, let's do our layer of Mary Merlot at 4 by 5.25. And again, I didn't even pull any ribbon out for these. I know, crazy. But I think we'll let our iridescent pearls do the work. All right, so let's go ahead and stick this on here. That Mary Merlot kind of helps control that, tone it down a little bit. And then we'll do our stamping. I've got a Whisper White layer, but I want to make sure we stamp it first before we glue it on. And this is 3 3/4 by 5. So again, same measurements as the first card. We're just using slightly different colors here. All right, so let's pull in our cushion and our mat. And let's see here. Well, I did like that color combination. Let's go with it. We'll just go with black. We'll do the full tree in black here this time. And because this is such a large stamp, this is actually the Stampin' Up. This is the F block. F is in Frank. This is the largest block that Stampin' Up makes. So it's sized as a background. So you can see how large this tree actually is. All right, so we'll just go ahead and stamp that all over. I am using Memento black for this because StazOn and photopolymer stamps are not the best of friends. So the Memento is actually better if you're using photopolymer. And let's go ahead, we'll just stamp this right, I'll just center it here. It really is, it's so beautiful. This was Lee Ann Greff. She's one of Stampin' Up's $1 Million Achievers. This was the stamp set that she designed. That is something cool that Stampin' Up has a program that when somebody reaches their $1 million mark, that they get to design a stamp set, which is really cool. I'm gonna have a ways to go. Actually, I'll share with you guys that it's my goal in 2021, in August of 2021, I will be celebrating my 15-year Stampiversary. And my goal is to reach 300,000 in career sales during the month of my Stampiversary. So I've got some work to do. I need your support on that because that is quite an undertaking that I'm going to have to do to reach that goal here this year. But that is what I am striving towards is reaching my 300,000 career sales for my 15-year Stampiversary. So I've got a little over, I've got 8.5 months to do it. So So we'll have to keep you posted. All right, so let's go ahead and pull in. Let's put a little snow here at the base of our tree. After all, it is winter, start of winter in upstate New York. So we'll pull this in. I can use my little skinny block for that. Let's go ahead. The coastal cabanas seem to work nicely for that. So we'll use this. And just, let's see. Let's do it this way. There we go. Just a little subtlety there. Aw. Yes. Oh, Anaka, that's cute. She says, I'm sorry, can't help you. Just joined last April. Yes, and you're also in the Netherlands. So unfortunately, I can't sell outside of the U.S. market. But that does include, let's go ahead and stamp little snowflakes all around. The U.S. market does include Puerto Rico and Guam, Hawaii and Alaska. Let's just kind of, let's go all over here. It was kind of fun. Maybe I did a little too much. Now I got to fill it in. We'll just kind of, it's like a blizzard. So you don't actually have to live on mainland United States. So you can still be part of the U.S. market in that way. All right, so I like that. That's kind of fun. All of our little coastal cabana sparkles up in there. And let's go ahead. We'll pull in because our base here is that the Pacific Point with the Mary Merlot. So what do you guys think? I was thinking of pulling in this cute little birdhouse as well as a greeting. So let me know, should I use hello, thinking of you? Comment with which greeting that you would like me to use. Oh, hi, Kathy. Thank you. All right, so let me know which greeting, if I should use hello, thinking of you, or life is beautiful. And I think I will stamp the greeting in the Pacific Point again. I kind of like that. So maybe we should do our little birdhouse. How about we stamp that in Mary Merlot? All right, I'm getting a few options. All right, so we'll wait a couple minutes and see. Kathy says hello, so that's one vote for that. Philomena votes for thinking of you. Luann and Susan are voting for 2 for that. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, we're like a tie between the thinking of you and the life is beautiful. Now Jody is saying, so now we've got 2 for hello. Oh, thank you, Karen. Yes, back to work, but have a good rest of your day. Thank you so much. All right, so we need a tiebreaker in here. So far we've got equal votes for thinking of you and life is beautiful. So I'm going to stamp our little birdhouse here and Mary Merlot. Let's just dangle that from the tree. Isn't that cute? Such sweet little birds. I love that. All right, so let's see. We need somebody to break the tie here. I'm gonna clean this stamp real quick. I don't want that Mary Merlot getting all over everything. And let me pull this out. Maybe this will help. So I've got the thinking of you on here. So that would look good there. Let's pull in the life is beautiful and see how that would look. Okay, so whoops. Oh, that I might just have to go with that because I've messed it up. Life is beautiful. All right, so that's not gonna fit just straight stamped. I would have to pull in, I could pull in a little, I found my little white banner from the previous card. We could always stamp it on that. All right, let's see here. Because I unintentionally smudged it on my card there. So let's go with this. Luann says I could cut my stamp. No. No, that's true. Sometimes if it's something like a happy birthday or something, I would cut that so then I could say happy day. So there are options. Aw, yeah, I didn't quite line it up there. That kind of stinks, but it seems like I am using a lot of thinking of you cards lately just to send encouragement to different ones, and we all need that. It's 2020 has been quite the year. All right, so let's go ahead, get these things out of the way, and mount this on our card base here. All right. So we'll put this right on here. So that's just pretty simple stamping. Just direct to paper. We didn't pop anything up. We didn't die cut anything. It's just simply stamped. But I do like that. I like those color combinations. Yes, so Anika says, yes, she thinks the thinking of you, it did fit better. So good choice. All right, thank you guys. Thank you, Judy. Thank you, Kathy. Yes, and I think that was quite a interesting combination, right? But it definitely worked. Oh, Diana, that's so funny. She's laughing at cut your stamps. She says, I have a hard enough time cutting paper. That's so true, right? Aw. Well, those of you who've been stamping for a long time remember the days when our rubber stamps, we didn't have photopolymer as an option then. We had the red cut out. No, you actually had to, I'm trying to find a set. I'll give you guys a sneak peek. This is a new set coming up, but prior to the stamps being die cut, they were just printed on a solid red rubber sheet here, and we actually had to cut them out. We had special scissors for that. I still have mine, that would cut through both the rubber and the foam. And boy, I'm so glad that we don't have to do that anymore. That would take hours. Now we just have to put the stickers on the red rubber ones, or you could even use them without that. Yes, so so things are definitely easier, especially now with photopolymer when you can just see exactly where you're stamping. Love that option. Yes, Kathy says she remembers that. Yep, I'm sure you don't miss it either. Because then if you wanted to trim close, but sometimes we get a little too close and then you would cut your stamp, and yep, that wasn't good either. So I'm so glad that technology has developed and now our stamps are so much easier. They're just ready to use right as soon as you open the stamp case. What do you guys think? Do I need some embellishments here on? Okay, I think we're back. All right, thank you. I'm not sure what's going on. Definitely having some internet issues here. Yes, I'm seeing votes for sequins or even little snowflakes. Let me see if I can put this back in my stand one more time. Hopefully it doesn't freak out too bad. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm getting votes for sequins. I don't have my sequins handy. So let's go ahead. We'll put a couple. Ryan said, I do agree. The snowflake sequins would be pretty, but I did check. Those have sold out now. So I hope you guys got them if you wanted them. Let's just put a few. We'll kind of put these around. Let's see. I think I'm going to I'm using the tiniest of the sequins. Let's put this one right up in here. All right, so we've got 5 on there. That just adds a little bit of sparkle, a little visual interest there. And Anika, yes, thank you so much for reminding everybody. Please give me thumbs up. I so appreciate your comments, your thumbs up, your liking and sharing this. And please, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel. Please share it with your friends and ask them to subscribe as well. I hope you enjoy my content and try to teach you some new techniques and show you lots of different stamping and elements and all kinds of fun stuff every week. So thank you guys so much. Love you all. And I look forward to stamping with you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.